here for our second series of the night with the Minnesota Floppr and the London Royale with Cheese here. We're hopping on board with Brokeback Barry here on this sub-base hardpoint. Let's see how this map goes. Blubsy, are you excited for this map?
I'm very excited, but the thing I'm most excited about is the colors on this map, the red and the blue. So easy to see. Activision, you should learn from this. So far, Minnesota is up 17-0, getting the majority of that P1 hill time, but Brokeback Barry's right here, trying to get the pick, slides left and right, but no, E-Money's there to clean it up. Chap might be able to get the kill. Yes, he does. London is going to be able to get the majority of this scrap time. Big kill from Chap right there, but the rotations from Minnesota on P2.
Yeah, absolutely. Minnesota's got the rotation towards P2. We see London here trying to break this early P2 setup through the side door. Unfortunately, Squiddy's able to pick up one. You know he's a menace when he's got those numbers in his name. D-Money's able to pick up that one on EBK here. And we're having a fight towards P2 here. And unfortunately, London's going to be spawning towards that tunnel garage side here. It's going to be a hard break for them here. But we saw some great breaks in sub-base earlier in the series.
Yeah, this is a bronze division, so anything can happen. Holds can be broken. That's exactly what happens. London's able to break it. They're on the hill right now. EBK with a massive kill right there on the hill, and they're gonna take the lead. But the side of Minnesota flooding from that P2 hop-up side, and A Grover able to get one kill, but Squiddy 19-24 right there to get the trade, and then MWIII as well with another big pick, get him two, and just like that, Minnesota is able to at least hold control for that P3 rotations. But the majority of that P2 time went for the side of London.
Yeah, absolutely. That was a great hold from London there. They weren't able to pick up a lot of time there on that P1, but they were to pick up almost all that time on P2 here, or P2 there. And they're going to be, A Grover's going to be taking a little bit of a swim here in the cold waters, trying to get some of those back spawns on the P3 here. He's able to pick up one, able to almost pick up two. EBK's there to pick up the player on them, in London with a big clean break there with 10 seconds into the hard point on P4 or P3 here on sub base, and London's able to get set up again. And Minnesota's going to have to run through this tunnel, run through the top, but Kodzak and MWIII are able to pick up two huge kills. MWIII with another kill into tunnel here, just left with A Grover, and he's unfortunately going to fall. That's 4 dead from the side of London, and Minnesota's able to break through and able to start rotating towards P4.
Yeah, no, the hill breaks coming in on Kodzak with a two-piece. Can he get the third? He's very weak. Can't get the kill on EBK, but does tag him enough for him to back away on that top third area. And then you can see the rotations now coming in from Minnesota from that P2 side. Brokeback Barry, he does see the guy. MWIII gets the pick on him. Those are two very important kills for the side of London Royale with Cheese.
Yeah, absolutely. And London's done a good job holding off P2 here in the kind of the initial side of P3, but Minnesota had a good break there on P3, so we're hoping to see some good teamwork here towards this riverside with Minnesota. But we do see MWIII able to take this really wide route on the side of P2 here. If he can pick up A Grover, that's going to be a big kill for his team. Maybe to secure spawns here for this the rest of the P4.
Yeah, that's a big kill from MWIII right there. He's going to be able to go on the flank. Can he get one? Yes, he can. That's D-Money's there to help him get the kill. And now the side of London is not on the hill, but A Grover is there on the flank as well. Squiddy with one. Brokeback Barry gets the trade. Right now it's a 1v1 on this hill, and he is getting pinched. Squiddy has to look both sides, and he does end up falling from the side of EBK. EBK, can he get the two-piece? Yes, he can. That is huge. London Royale up by around 30 points going into this P5 with rotations, but D-Money's there to close it out. He gets a clean kill. Can he get the last kill? No. A Grover's there, runs away with his life, and P5 pops.
Yeah, Minnesota's done a great job rotating here toward P5. We're able to get these first couple kills here towards this P5, these mid-gens, but Chap's able to go huge with a two-piece. Woody's able to pick him up mid-gens, and we just kind of have a fight here towards this P2 side on who's going to have control on the P5 tank. And we see EBK and Grover picking up two. MWIII able to pick up another. He's able to take control of this hill for just a few seconds until he falls to A Grover there, and we just see a bunch of long-range gunfights going down here. London's able to take control here for just a couple seconds, able to get Minnesota in that garage side, tunnel side spawn trap here. Is you see Squiddy able to pick up two. Is he able to pick up the third? Absolutely on that blue box player, and they should have kind of the last 20 seconds here. There's one fight going down from the P2 prize.
Yeah, Squiddy playing like it's 1924 right now. He is on fire, shooting left and right as if it's World War whatever, going nuts. But I believe the side of London have a player that did not timed out or wasn't able to continue playing this game, but it seems like London is okay with at least trying to maintain the lead that they have until that player is able to load in back again. So far Minnesota, if you're the side of Minnesota, you have to take advantage of the 4v3 situation that you have on the sub-base hardpoint, and so far that's exactly what they're doing, soaking up a lot of hill time on the team.
Yeah, we're not going to be seeing much of Brokeback Berry here for the next few seconds, and it looks like Minnesota's taking clear advantage of that 4-3 search and destroy advantage here they have on this sub-base hardpoint. Unfortunate that Berry got a scan and repair there, but hopefully he'll be back before the end of this map, and London had a decent lead going into that player drop, and so hopefully they can maintain, keep a close gap here on the sub-base, as hopefully we can get Berry back on.
Yeah, and as per league regulations, I believe this map should be ended so Brokeback can be able to load in back into the map, but it seems like they're gonna just play it out, so we'll see what will happen. And so far, if you're the side of Minnesota, you have the man advantage. You might as well just keep on bringing up that lead, but London doing a great job of holding this 4v3 so far, so good. Another pick. Oh, but no, D-Money and Montclair are there to clean that out. If they can get the kill on EBK, that'll be a full wipe, and that's exactly what they do. They're on the hill, they have the lead, and they're looking to extend it.
Yeah, we got Brokeback Berry back in the lobby here. Interesting play not to end the lobby there, but we're going to continue playing here. It looked like both, I guess, teams wanted to stay in the lobby. We see Chap with a big two-piece, not able to get the third there on D-Money, but D-Money's able to respond with a two-piece of his own there on the side of Minnesota. And we see London here able to take control of this P2, able to take some of this scrap time, and that's about 30 seconds of scrap time there. It's a pretty big amount of time to leave on P2, to be honest. And London's going to pick all that up. They're going to start rotating here towards P3, able to try to pick up this riverside. But Minnesota trying to get those early kills, really taking that map presence. But London's going to have about a 20-point lead here. And last time we saw an opposite break where Minnesota was able to break in and clear the hill from London. So let's see if London can do the same thing here.
And Podzak doesn't run down by Chap. That's a big kill, and then EBK with another as well. And London are cleaning up from being down quite a considerable amount when they lost Snowcrash to be able to just come back into this map and do exactly what they're doing. Take the lead by 30 now, and the majority of scrap time is going to go their way unless the side of Minnesota is able to break, which it doesn't look like they're having a good time doing so. Podzak is going to try and get the kill. He throws a stun, intercepted by the trophy. Can he get the pick here? He's going to get flooded. He gets one, gets the wallbang, doesn't finish the kill, and that he does. They're going to be able to get that 10 seconds of scrap, and the side of London are spawning on the bad side as well for new.
Yeah, this is unfortunate for the side of London. They did get a lot of time here. They pick up the last couple seconds here, and Podzak able to pick up one on his rotate. Coming out that P3, and that's a big kill there to just force London to continue spawning there in the back. And Squiddy's able to pick up EBK on that point, and we see Minnesota actually getting an unfortunate spawn towards that riverside, but could have a good pinch here on these London players who are pushing time. And we see Minnesota able to pick up those kills towards that green fence, towards the sub, able to just help out their teammates here as they're going down and still spawning towards that green fence. And you see a cruise missile coming in here for Chap. Don't aim at the buildings, make sure you hit the ground, and there you go, Chap able to pick up one. As we see Minnesota still kind of in control of this hard point here, looking like they're going to tie it up going into P5.
And if you're the side of London right here, you just might as well give up the scrap time, but make sure you set up a good hold on P5. You've got A. Grover watching the rotation kills from Maze, and then the other three players playing from that top warehouse area as well. And the side of Minnesota just decides to give up on that last 5 seconds of scrap time in order to get those early rotations. Squiddy with a big kill here. Can he get the second? He gets the tags in, but doesn't finish the kill. D-Money with one. A. Grover with the trade on him. And right now, no one's on this P5 hill.
Yeah, absolutely. Minnesota able to take the little long wrap through garage, able to pick up those initial kills. We see Podzak able to pick up one, but EBK is able to stay alive on the hill, able to just throw a little bit of contest, wait for some teammates to provide some support from that P2 side. And we see trades going back and forth between teams. Montclair and D-Money able to pick up a good old three-piece on the London Royale with cheese. As they still continue to push through that P2 side, they don't notice Montclair is. They're pushed up, ready for those P2 rotations. as we got about 10 seconds left on this hill heading in towards that P1. We see a couple mixie spawns coming in here from the side of London, and we see Minnesota trying to get set up here for P1.
Yeah, Minnesota retakes the lead on that P5 with a 20-point difference right here, as well as control of P1. They're already on the hill. You can see EBK and Agrover trying to get picked for their side, and then a messy gunfight there, but Kodzak is able to get the kill. Then Montclair with 1. That's 4 down for the side of London, and Minnesota hop on the hill. They're just 10 seconds away from taking this map 1.
Yeah, absolutely. And Minnesota looks like they have the setup here, kind of the tunnel blender here on sub base, and that looks like it's going to do it for map 1. Minnesota Floppr able to take that 250 to, I believe, 213 over London, and we'll see if this stands here with the disconnect. We'll see what kind of happens here towards the end of this map, but as of right now, Minnesota is going to take that map 1 on sub base.
Yeah, Minnesota doing a great job there of holding that story on invasion. Minnesota was able to take that map 1, but London is right here trying to tie up the series 1-1. London on the defensive side, Minnesota on the offensive side, and it looks like they're electing to go for that B hit.
Yeah, absolutely. And London's got that set up. We got Chap there on tank, and then we have Berkbeck playing back on that concrete heady, able to watch that cross, try to protect his teammate here. But we see D-Money able to get up into a broken, able to take a little height advantage there on that guy, B-Tank, but we see Chap there able to reposition towards concrete here, and we just see a bunch of passive plays here from the side of Minnesota, just trying to get their first pick, and there we see Kodzak able to pick up the first pick on Berkbeck back courtyard, so they should be making a move here pretty soon.
Yeah, Chap is able to get that trade though right here to make it a 3v3. They know where he is though, so the push might be coming in from the side of Minnesota. The bomb is going all the way back for a flank, and then Kodzak with another kill. That's 2 for him on the round. 20 seconds left. They need to deal with Chap if they want to get the bomb down, and that's exactly what they do. Bomb is going to go down now, and it's all up to A Grover in this 3v1 post plant on B. And you can see the setup from Minnesota. They're watching all angles, front, back, and then one player on hill. Very difficult situation for A Grover.
Yeah, and A Grover was actually spotted earlier in the round on bridge. He was able to shoot a couple of those players crossing, so Minnesota should know where he's at, and then they really know where he's at now, but he's just probably going to try to play back, see if he can get a couple picks here, but the 1v3 looks to be too tall of a task here for Grover here, but we'll see if he can pull any miracles out here on this invasion search and destroy.
14 seconds left. Doesn't seem like he's going to be able to do anything, but like you said, he might as well play for those kills. Doesn't get the timing. D-Money's there to close it out in a very solid round from Minnesota, and it all started with that first blood from Kodzak and then getting the second kill as well, giving his team the 3v2 advantage, getting the bomb down, getting those kills, and just playing that perfect post plant from the side of Minnesota.
Absolutely. Minnesota played very well there, but play very passive there on the offensive side and let London try to run towards them, and they were able to get a pick there mid courtyard on Berkbeck, and they knew he was the other person playing B, so they had a free hit towards B. They were able to get Chap kind of cornered there towards construction. So we'll see what London London has for an offer on this offensive side, and as we know, offense on invasion search and destroy is not an easy win. Normally we say when we're casting matches that if someone wins an invasion offense, they're probably going to win the map. Let's see if London can prove them wrong here.
Yeah, Squiddy with the first blood, though, gives his team the advantage in a 4v3 defensive round. You see the rest of the London side is flooding in from that B side. They're all stuck in that broken building, and right now they're just waiting for the side of Minnesota to overextend and just play, but the side of Minnesota playing very disciplined so far. It's only Squiddy who's up, and then they have a player on the flank as well. And London are stuck. They don't have anywhere to exit. He does see that player Squiddy in dark, but D-Money's there on the flank, gets one, instantly gets traded out by A Grover. 3v2 with 35 seconds left.
Yeah, and London's in a tough spot here. They really can't get out. They're just going to have to try to fight their way out with their guns here. And EBK able to push some shots down on this guy in dark. A Grover looking like they're going towards that A site. We see a fight coming out there from Kodzak. He's able to pick it up, and then Minnesota's able to pick up the last kill towards mid-tank. And that's just a good defensive round from Minnesota, able to get that first blood towards that cafe side, and then able just to trap London in that broken side, and not getting too aggressive, not pushing anyone, just playing the exits and playing a really good search and destroy.
Yeah, Minnesota doing a great job so far, up 2-0, and then on another offensive round now. And the way they hit that B point last time was as soon as they got that first blood, they were able to flood in with one player going on the flank and giving them the help that they needed to clear that bomb site. So if you're the side of London, you need to make sure that you don't lose those first blood gunfights initially. They are going to go for an A hit this time. And the setup from London is sort of a 1-2-2, 1-2-1 with one player playing bridge and EBK with a massive first blood on D money.
Yeah, and EBK is going to be playing this power position of fire. Kozak's going to get a little bit of flank here. Should have an eventual trade for his teammate there, so it should be even up 3-3 here on Search and Destroy. And we see Kozak, they kind of have an idea of people are, but they don't know exactly where they are. And he should know now there's someone bridged with that great nade out there from Kozak.
Yeah, Kozak picks up the nade, and he is on a 4 streak. So if you're Kozak here, you might want to play for the streaks more than you want to get the bomb down. He is carrying the bomb, however, so it could be very difficult for him to get that streak if he ends up going for that plant and gets gunned down. So if you're Minnesota, you need to play around him, make sure to be able to spot the players for him first. Squiddy does exactly that, gets the kill, and MWIII almost gets the kill on Brokeback, but Brokeback is there to get the trade. Bomb is going to go down on B, and right here it's a 2v2 post plant.
Yeah, and this is going to be a tough retake here. A Grover, I believe, is going to spot him towards that orange side. They have no idea where Squiddy's at, and obviously the side of Minnesota has no idea where the side of London is and where they're going to hit through. And a couple gunshots going down here, so they should have an idea trying to get rid of that trophy. So I think their tacticals towards that player orange. They do have a smoke down here. See if they can get a little bit of aggression here. And we see Brokeback here, giving the walls a little bit of a kiss, but no big deal for Brokeback. He's going to be taking some gunshots. He's going to be playing some distraction there for Grover. He's able to pick up 2, and just what a great retake there from London.
Yeah, no, being able to get that bomb defused right in time as well. But those big 2 kills from Grover on the flank with the distraction coming in from the side of London, that was a great play from them, and doing a great job in that post lane. You can see the 2 players from the side of Minnesota were sort of stuck behind that square area and just unable to get each other's trades. Just like that, it is 2-1. They get a defensive round win, and Kozak is unable to get that streak as well, which is huge for them.
Yeah, absolutely. It's huge from the side of London. They may not know that, but having that streak on Invasion can definitely isolate those players on B when you're playing defense area. There's not many places to hide from recruits outside of ice cream. So I'm expecting a big round here from the side of London here. They really do need an offense here to tie it up as they're going later into the rounds of an invasion. And, we saw Squiddy last time able to get that first blood towards Cafe, and that's where he's going to be playing. And we see a couple shots going down here between Laundry and Backgas. And Chap able to get that first kill on D Money, playing towards that white car here, and we see a little bit of a split here. Kozak finally able to pick up a trade there. Man, this is an interesting round here from both teams.
Yeah, no, and a very tough gunfight, but MWIII is there, able to clean it up, gives his team the advantage 3-2 after losing that first blood if you're the side of Minnesota, and then another big kill from MWIII with the headshots makes it a 3v1. It is all up to Chap. He has to pick up the bomb and he has to get the plant in a very tough situation, but he is behind all of these Minnesota players. I'm not sure if Minnesota know where the bomb is, but he's in a good position to get these picks if he gets the right timings, and it seems like he won't. Squiddy there, he does not see him. Chap is there, able to run away, but he does get gunned down from top blue. Minnesota take that round, 3-1 round advantage.
Yeah, what a great round from Minnesota. They're able to take that life advantage, spread out. Almost got some unfortunate timing there from the side of London, but Minnesota is playing that life advantage, and pretty easy defensive round from them. And they're going to be heading back into this offensive round here. And if you really want to take control of this map, this is where you're going to want to win this offense here. 4-1 is a kind of a devastating score if you're down 1-4, especially here on Invasion, where you can't really string rounds together. You're trying to rely on your defenses to win rounds.
100%. You can see the side of London. You've got 2 players playing on that H street. One's on grass and one's around that bridge area as well. So they're going to watch the cross, but A Grover was tagged a little bit. So they do know that he's around that A bomb site. And then you've got the 2 players on B pushed up onto tank, and they're going to try and take space onto that B street as well. Side of Minnesota is very spread out, and if you look at number 2, he's all the way back with bomb, just waiting to get any kind of info.
Yeah, and I thought that was a great play from Minnesota. They were kind of hiding back, kind of hiding that A push eventually, but London kind of countered that with getting some mid-map presence there. They have someone playing towards street to watch that cross eventually, but London did a good job of getting some map advantage here, and Minnesota's just continuing to play pretty passive, and A Grover is able to finally pick up that first blood, and that's a big first blood there for London.
Oh yeah, some massive first blood for them, but not a lot of time to work with if you're the side of Minnesota. You need to get the bomb down in 20 seconds, and you need to get those kills. Grover's there, he gets the info, but Squiddy's there to get the kill on him. Right now, Kodzak bomb does go down. It's all up to him and the money in this 3v2 post plant. If they get this kill here and make it a 2v2, it's going to be massive for them. Kodzak gets some info. Can he get the kill? Yes, he does. That's big. 2v2 now.
Yeah, absolutely. Big kill there from Kodzak. Big kill from D-Money there. Able to make this a 1v2 now. Chap's going to make this a 1v1 here, heading towards this cafe. And both players, I think, know exactly where each other are. It's going to come down to a gunfight there. And Kodzak's able to pick up 2 there on the round on that 3v2. Or 2v3, excuse me, from the side of Minnesota. And that is a huge round from Minnesota. They didn't have a lot of time to plant that bomb. London was kind of playing passive on that A site. And Minnesota took advantage of that.
Yeah, and Kodzak having a map and a half right now on, I believe he's 7-1. The only round that he died was the round that they lost. Just doing a great job for his team. But overall, the way the Minnesota are playing on the offensive side is beautiful. Their patience and then being able to know when there's a sense of urgency to get that bomb down and when they need to play passive. London seem to be going for that B push. The smoke is up, but unfortunately it does hit something, so you can see those little toes there, and they are able to get that first blood, which is huge for them, but D-Money's there for the trade.
Yeah, absolutely. And it seems that every time London's got a first blood, that Minnesota's right there for an answer. And we see Chap able to get towards Orange there on the B site. We still see that bomb carrier, Egg Grover, still kind of stuck on that construction side, finally able to put that bomb down. Kodzak's spotted out Ice Cream as we have someone with EBK all the way back towards Broken. Kodzak's able to pick one up. D-Money's able to pick up that kill on EBK. It's all left up to Chap here as he's going to fall, and Minnesota are going to go up 5-1.
Yeah, no, Minnesota doing a great job now, 1 round away from getting 2-0 on the series, and they are on the offensive side again, so it's not going to be an easy task to win this round specifically, but their defenses have been flawless so far, and their offenses have been pretty solid as well, so they're looking to close it out here. We'll see what they can do, but if you're the side of London, you need to start playing perfect Call of Duty here on.
Yeah, absolutely. 5 rounds in a row here from the side of London is going to be a tall task. But if anybody can do it, I believe they can here. Good news for them is they're starting out on a defense. This should be a statistical win for them. But they've kind of had some trouble keeping up with those first bloods. They've been first blooding a lot, but they're getting traded right away, and it's kind of negating the effects of getting the first blood in Surge.
Exactly, and Minnesota just being always in a position to at least trade a kill or get a 1-for-1 trade or something. That's exactly what they've been doing, and you see Minnesota trying to move on up on that P Street slowly but surely. The patience from Minnesota has been beautiful to watch on this offensive side, but it might be costly if they run out of time to be able to get that bomb down, and Kodzak doesn't get the timing to see the player in rugs. Just like that, Agrover is on the flank.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's some pretty bad timing from the side of Minnesota there, but their guns are able to pick it up with 2 kills there, and Kodzak able to pick up the third there with A Grover left in a 1v4 to keep his team alive here in this invasion, search and destroy. Bombs going down on B. We got 2 players there watching over him. Other 2 players pushed up mid here. A Grover, this looks like a pretty impossible task here.
Very impossible task indeed. Minnesota take map 2, up 2-0, and then a very convincing win on this search and destroy on invasion after a very close sub base. So in case we were worried that they maybe did not deserve to win.
Ladies and gentlemen, COD Rec League here against London Royale versus Minnesota here in high-rise control. We have Minnesota already up 2-0 in this series heading into this high-rise control. And it looks like we're starting on offense here, trying to get aggressive on this A side. They're able to pick up at least the first 2 kills. Berry able to pick up 1, able to pick up another on the point. Great Call of Duty being played so far.
Yeah, and I love that intro from you, Wolfie, going, welcome Gotta start using that. So far, Minnesota doing a great job on A. They are up on lives as well, and then A Grover getting the timing unfortunately here, but he's able to clean up and get the kill. And the side of London able to stuff that first push from Minnesota, but they did get that initial tick on A. Can be huge on high-rise control.
I'm gonna be honest here. I'm gonna have to ask the players to slow down a little bit. I can't keep up with this.
Yeah.
This kill feed here, just going back and forth between these teams, getting great trades, playing good teamwork together here. As Minnesota's maybe looking like they're gonna try to hop on both points at once here. Able to put a couple ticks down on A. MWIII able to pick up another kill on A. Should have another tick completed here on A. No support here. All the teammates are going to be going towards that B, but we see some gunfights coming down here. D-Money just a ghost up against that standard spot on the B side. MWIII eventually falls on that A side, but we do have Minnesota here on the B side.
Definitely very mixy so far. A lot of awkward gunfights going on, but A side is probably going to be taken. If Kozak's able to get these 2 kills, can he get the third? No, he does get gunned down, but there's still a player on that A site, and then the side of Minnesota are started spawning back, so I'm not sure if the contest is in. Big kill from Montclair. He can't get the second. D-Money's there for the trade. Kills going back and forth, and it's going to be all Minnesota now, as A is going to be taken with an extra minute to work with.
Yeah, and they got a minute left. They have about half of B down there with 1.5 ticks. Do look at that life advantage. It is 12-6 there, as we saw quick maths earlier from Blepsy. That's going to be 2 times. No longer there with 11 going down there. We got 5-11 now towards the side of London. And London, those ticks are going pretty fast. You're going to have to push the point. We see Chap and A Grover with 2 great kills there, able to push Minnesota Black back here. And they can definitely get the little spawn trap here on this offensive side, but unfortunately Chap's only able to pick up 1, but A Grover's got his back.
Yeah, London doing a great job holding so far, but it is 7-4, so all these kills matter, and that's exactly what they're doing. They get a 6-4. D-Money's there. It gives his team a bit of an advantage, and now once again a 2-1 life count advantage for the side of London, but the flank from Brokeback Barry gets 2, makes it a 4v3, and he just jukes MWIII. That is a clip and a half for you, Brokeback. But D-Money's there. Also gets gunned down by Chap. It's the 3v2 now, but in the favor of London.
Absolutely. Brokeback Barry, more like broke ankles Barry. Holy moly, they're getting those kills underground here, giving this a great life advantage for the side of London. Reminder, they were down 3-6 at one point. Like Blepsy said, that is ×2. Make sure you go to school, kids. Brokeback Barry able to pick up another, making this a 1-3 life advantage here on the attacking side. Kozak able to pick up 1. He's got 30 seconds to work with here. This is plenty of time to take a couple routes here on the map. Able to pick up another kill here, step on the point, and take a one-on-one gunfight here. But he's got to find one here pretty quick here. He finds one deep B Street. He's able to pick up that kill. He doesn't have any idea where EBK is, but EBK knows he's going to be coming from the middle of the map. And we should be seeing a gunfight here pretty soon on this B control side. And EBK does not pick the right side. We go towards the cell tower here. Oh my lord, ladies and gentlemen. Aim assist is really hard, and EBK is able to pick up that kill on London Royale.
Kozak almost clutched that, but he was defeated by that aim assist. And then EBK here with the massive kills. I don't know what we're seeing. This is a 1v1. EBK is able to clutch up, and wow. Great job by London surviving that round from Minnesota. Minnesota doing a great job. That's 5 ticks on the board for them, so it's still solid. You take that as a good offensive round, but it definitely was a round that was winnable and a round that you had in your favor.
Yeah, absolutely. Here we saw a little peek there from the WSP swarm there. Maybe Chap, maybe trying something a little bit different here, but he's gonna be sticking with this classic MCW here, going towards mid here. London really needs to hop on A or B really quick here, but D-Money and MWIII are able to pick up 2 kills right away. Chap looking to get a little bit aggressive on that spawn trap here, catching Squiddy with a nade in his hand as A Grover's able to pick up another. That's back-to-back 2 downs from both sides of the teams here. As D-Money's able to sneak up blue, able to pick up 1, and Kozak's able to pick up another. So we kind of have a little bit of a mixy gunfight here going with teams spawning.
Yeah, and if you're the side that's putting the other team on a team spawn, you need to make sure that you get a wipe initially before you go to that. And you still see a couple of Minnesota players spawning out. They are able to clear that player in their spawn. They're going to be spawning without a spawn trap, but side of London is able to hop on both points once again. We've seen this from Minnesota, and now London is doing it. They are able to clear A, but Brokeback is there with a massive kill. First tick is in on that B point, and the stack is in on A as well. It's a 2-2 stack. Everyone from Minnesota spawning out.
Yeah, absolutely. And that was a big two-piece from Chap there to able to clear that site. And we see another teammate coming there from Montclair. Some unfortunate as his teammates trying to get in that B point, disturb some trouble. And Kodzak's unfortunately going to fall towards A. And London, that, oh my lord, just stack both points, don't die, easy right there. That's going to be quick. 2-0 there on the side of London. That was a great offensive round. Able to get that wipe like we mentioned, and then able just to hop the point. Not playing like CK out here playing in the spawn. You got their players on these point playing the objectives, and you guys don't know. The more people on the point, the faster the points go. You can learn that in any skill level you are. I'm shouting out you, CK. You got to get on that point.
London's doing a great job with those two players on each point, and they're just winning their gunfights. And that's exactly what it was. They won their gunfights on the points, and then they just capped both points simultaneously. And they're up 6-5 on ticks, but they're also up 2-0 on the rounds. D-Money with the first blood. Something coming from Minnesota that we can see in EBK going for a flank, but D-Money sees it, he reads it, and he's gonna chase him. Chases him on. Kozak gets the call out, gets the kill. 29-27 life count for Minnesota.
Yeah, absolutely. What an interesting start to the round, and Squiddy looking like he's about to square up Montclair there, but they're able to hop off B point here for a second, try to get a little bit of map control, but unfortunately another propane down. Gravity's undefeated, but so are the propanes here on Pirates.
Chop with the read gets the kill, but instantly dies from the unfortunate teammate from Grover. And just like that, Minnesota is able to hop on B once again. Brokeback is going to go here, goes for the slide, gets one, gets two. Can he get the third? No, Montclair is there, but Brokeback has been doing such a phenomenal job getting those two pieces for his team.
Yeah, absolutely. Breaking ankles, breaking hearts here with Brokeback Berry. Picking up great 2 and 3 pieces here on the side of London. Been a major part of their team here as they're able to get B off as they're able to push up the map a little bit and get that defensive setup.
The trophy kill from Kodzak comes in. We don't see that often, but when it does, it's just very unfortunate. It stings a little bit. And then D-Money here with the kill on bottom blue. He's pushing out now. Does he see that there's a player right in front of him? He doesn't see his toes. Instead goes for the player behind him and is unable to get the kill. Kodzak is on the point right now. First tick is in, trying to get the second tick. The stack is in as well. Where's the gyms? But right there, Chop is able to get that 2-piece, clean it up. D-Money with 1, and Chop still there, holding that B point on his own.
Yeah, absolutely. And London's done a great job here on this B side. We do see 2 kills coming down from the side of Minnesota. A Grover kind of last on that B street. He's able to pick up 2 kills. Kodzak's going to be able to step on time here with 4.9 seconds left on the clock. Unfortunately, he's going to be naded. The rest of the Minnesota players are going to try to hop on, come from ladder. Squid Daddy's going to get beamed, and that's going to be a quick 3-0 from the side of London on this high-rise control.
That was one of the quickest high-res controls I've ever seen. London completely dominating, even after losing the first 5 ticks in that first round. Being able to pull off a 12v6 for Karachi hardpoint. Minnesota's up 2-1, but based on what we've seen from London, the momentum is with them right now with a quick 3-0 on the high-rise control. Minnesota starting off on the good side for P1. They're already getting the initial hill time and the kills as well, going for their side. The colors are flipped, but we do have Minnesota is in. Oh, Minnesota's in red. I apologize. So Minnesota did start on that good side.
Yeah, absolutely. We're gonna try to stay a little mixy here with these colors. Can't tell anywhere I'm colorblind, so we'll stick with the gray and the gray team. We have London here. Had a pretty good start to this P1, able to pick up some of the scrap time here as they're going to start to try to rotate over towards this P2, and EBK is able to pick up a big kill on Kodzak, and D-Money is able to pick up EBK. What a good trade there, as the side of Minnesota is going to be set up here for P2, able to pick up those initial kills, and we got a little flank coming in here from Brokeback Berry over that half wall.
Yeah, no, Brokeback Berry with a big play from him, just playing his life here. That's exactly what you want to do. Can he get the kill? No, he gets red by Kodzak. That's a huge lead from him. And then the kills coming in. Kodzak with 2. EBK, he does get the kill on Kodzak. Montclair is there. and he's able to clean it out just like that. Now Minnesota are still in control of that P2. Brokeback able to get one kill. Can he get the second? No, he does get gunned down by Squiddy. Minnesota's going to take a considerable lead going into this P3, but rotations are in for that next hill where London's already set up.
Yeah, absolutely. London's set up here, but we do have two players from Minnesota who are trying to make an impact here. D-Money's unfortunately not able to do anything, and Kodzak, again, unfortunately, Grover's going to pick up a big two-piece there on this rotate, able to secure this rotation for his team as Minnesota's going to try to push through this hut side here and junk side towards this P5. They're able to pick up Brokeback Berry there. They should have a free rotate here towards junk, and London's going to be spawning pretty far out on this junk side as well.
Right here, the contest comes in, and Grover in a good position to get one. He gets it, but the kill is there from D-Money for the trade. Right now, no one on the hill. D-Money hops it, giving Minnesota the advantage, and he gets the kill as well from behind that hill. No one on the hill right now once again, but D-Money is there to clean it up, and just like that, Minnesota is able to break the hill, holding off for that P3. Side of London, trying to flood in, but the hold from Minnesota is way too good so far.
Yeah, and Chap's going to take a little stab at here, see if he can pick up some of the scrap time here, but Minnesota did a good job of holding off that second push there. They're able to get a good break there on that P3, and they're already going to be rotating towards this P4 side. We see London spawning in towards that bottom red bus side. They're going to be looking to flip here. They don't want to be spawning that white van side. That's the non-preferable spawn. We do see Squiddy here kind of holding off right outside of Chicken, just kind of waiting for some of the London players to push through.
Yeah, that's exactly what he's doing. Grover gets one. Can he get the second? No, he gets gunned down. Right now, no one on the hill, but Chap is there to watch anyone pushing on the hill. He does get stunned, so they know where he is, and he gets gunned down by Kodzak. TBK is there for the trade, 1-for-1. Right now, Brokeback trying to get hill time, but he does get gunned down by Squiddy. EBK once again there for the trade, and A Grover with one. D1 gets the trade. Can he get the second? No, very mixy P4 so far.
Yeah, in London, this is some big scrap time that they need here. Going to put them within about 40 points of Minnesota here as they start rotating towards this P5. And if you notice towards P5 that Minnesota has this on lock already. They got people pushed into red, pushed into bedroom. We got someone playing on chicken. They should have this pretty easy setup here, at least for the first wave. And we do see Brokeback Berry able to get one kill towards bedroom. Minnesota knows he's there, able to pick him up, put some shots down as Brokeback Berry is going to be last alive here towards this bedroom side.
The nades and the stuns come in, but unable to get that kill on Brokeback. When he gets the tags, and he finally does get the kill on them. Minnesota getting the initial hill time on this P5. A Grover is here trying to get a pick, trying to see where someone is, but he does get gunned down by Squibby. Chap from the top bedroom, looking out, trying to find someone. Also gets gunned down by Smitty. Just like that, Minnesota is just extending their lead. This is how important P5 is. If you can get those initial rotations, you can get a full 60. That's exactly what Minnesota did.
Yeah, absolutely. Great rotations from the side of Minnesota there. Able to pick up a little bit of P4, but then with those great rotations, P5 pick up a full 60 here, and they're going to extend their lead to a little bit over 100, bringing into this P1, where it was kind of mixy last time with P1, but we're looking for London. They're going to need some time here to start this comeback. You know, P1's a little bit mixy. I think it's just important not to let Minnesota get too much time. It's really important to get those rotations towards P2. As we see London spawning towards that P2 side, and we see some fights going down here with Brokeback and A Grover. Unfortunately, they're not able to win to the side of Minnesota.
Man, these kills from Minnesota are coming in left and right. They're able to break any hold that London has, and then they're able to get the majority of the hill time as well. They're up more than 130 points ahead of them, and going into this P2. Once again, London has rotations for P2, so they have to hold here. But from what we've seen from Minnesota, they can and will probably be able to break this P2 setup. If you're Minnesota, if you're London, you have to hold.
Yeah, and London's going to lose one on the initial gunfights there from top plat. We see Chap and Co trying to wrap towards the backside. Chap not able to find the killer. Eventually able to find Kodzak there with EBK picking one up. So they're able to, London able to hold for at least the first wave here. Brokeback Berry and Grover able to go on the flank a little bit. And EBK and Grover just continue to get good kills. We got 2 in the front here with Chap. He's able to put good shots down, able to pick up both with EBK and Chap. And that's going to be the second wave done. This is good time.
Yeah, London finally turning up here, and they're getting a lot of solid time, but you have to continue the momentum that you have from this P2 onward if you want to stay in this game. Minnesota is less than 50 points away from closing this out. Kills come in, and no one's on the P2 hill. Finally, someone from London does hop on, but if you're the side of Minnesota, you just rotate onto P3, and that's exactly what they did. Akerover gets the timing, gets the kill, is able to go all the way back, and he's just going to play behind this hill point and just try and get those kills. That's exactly what he does. He gets one on Squibby. Akerover coming huge for his team now.
Yeah, and we saw Minnesota able to get some fortunate spawns here towards this P3. Now they're going to be kind of doing some mixed spawns here towards the chicken side, towards the junk side. EBK is able to pick up Kodzak and the Benjay spot back there. D-Money's able to pick up one. Kind of takes him back and forth here as he's going to try to bust into this hill. He's not able to get a kill here. London looks like they're able to stabilize for just a second, but Minnesota is going to be busting through the chicken side.
And big kills from Chap right there, making sure that you at least delay that Minnesota push, and then broke back with another, but D on fire, getting 2 pieces after 2 pieces, 18 and 11. Great start from him. And what a great job for his team. Just like that, they break the hill. These 20 seconds will be massive for Minnesota because you'll only be 20 seconds away from closing this map. You see, if you're London, you have to fight for scrap, but you have to rotate at the same time. It's a very difficult position.
Yeah, absolutely. Looks like London or Minnesota's going to be able to pick up the last kind of 10 seconds, actually in the lead hill to get a little bit of rotate here. Still with a 120-point lead, hop into P4 here. P4 is not an easy hill to hold any time or the spawns, and we see Montclair able to break in through the back for Minnesota, able to pick up a couple kills, get those London players off time, even able to pick up a couple seconds here as he's trying to find some players from the London side. And we just see kills are going back and forth. London able to pick up 3 kills, able to pick up some of this time, and this is huge time. At this point out, you pretty much need to play perfect Call of Duty. They need that rotate. They need that full 60 on P5, just like Minnesota did rotation.
Yeah, if you're Minnesota here, you're more than happy to give up this hill and just set up on B5 like you did the last time. And if you're London right now, you have to start flooding and trying to get P5 rotation in. And then Chap with a big kill, first initial kill. That's how you start breaking. But there's still 3 more players on that B side, on that P5 side. And then also the spawns are in for Minnesota, so they will be spawning back P5.
And that's 3 kills from the side of London, able to get those Squiddy's able to pick up a huge 2-piece there on P5. London looks like they're getting split spawns along with the side of Minnesota towards that jump side. They are able to pick up the Cruise player. The Cruise player is not able to get a kill there on the backside. Chap's able to pick up one. EDK is able to pick up one. Burkeberry's able to pick up one. Can he get the second one here? Absolutely he can. And that's going to be all dead from the side of Minnesota, spawning out towards that jump up side. And London should have a good setup here to hold for at least the next 30 seconds.
Beautiful break from London right there on this P5, and you have to keep on fighting. You have to keep on holding these spawns as well as getting those breaks on whatever hill that you do lose rotations on. And now it's all up to P1 here. Montclair is in the hill, but no other London player is near P1, and he does get gunned down. You have a couple of players from Minnesota already set up, and Kodzak in a good position to pinch and watch that push from P5, but instead London are pushing from that fire area.
Yeah, and that's going to be 2 dead from the side of Minnesota there, and Kodzak's able to pick up 2 of his own towards those players on London here, and they have about a 50 to 60 lead advantage or point advantage here. Kodzak's able to pick up 1. D-Money's able to pick up 1. EBK floods in, gets a great 2-piece. Bergbackberry's able to pick up a 3rd. Montclair able to come in and pick up Bergbackberry and EBK. That's going to be 20 seconds to win for the Minnesota Floppr. We do see a cruise missile coming in here from the side of Brokeback. Should be able to pick up one at least in Church Alley. At least gets that info. You see the fights going down on the point. London able to come away with the wins with Chap and EBK winning some big gunfights.
Once again, Minnesota is in rotations, and now they do have spawns for P2, and they have to hold it. But if you're the side of London, you've been able to break all of these hills. You have to be able to break the next one. But a 4 wide for Minnesota is not how you want to start it. 5 seconds left. London is spawning way too far out. That's going to be game.
GG's Minnesota, what a great game there. Really showing on Karachi that you need to rotate early and you need to hold those rotations once you get on. That was a textbook play from the side of Minnesota there. Just able to play really well. Call it towards the end.
Yeah, in a minute. I mean, London doing a great job at the end.